Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm pretty sure you know what the job assignment, the tasks of a secretary are. You know what a secretary does, right? The secretary basically is a connection between the authority and the subordinates, or people that the authority wants to get in contact. So there's like connecting, so these are the glasses that I need to see. I use them, that they don't make the decision to jump on my eyes. If I don't like them, I just throw them over there and buy different ones. So it's kind of like a secretary. A secretary doesn't really have any authority power. It's just a figurehead over there that helps the authority to communicate its orders and to appoint all kind of meetings and so on. But the secretary has a power in being able to postpone your visit. If she doesn't like you or he doesn't like you, you're never going to see the boss, or you're going to see the boss very, very late when your problem is already dead. You know what I mean? Or you can make you see the boss right now, or make you see the boss never. So that's kind of a power the secretary has against those guys, not the authority. The authority fires the secretary if the authority finds out that the secretary subordinates the authority. Now, what's happening here? We have the NATO Secretary General Stoltenberg. He's a secretary. Remember, he tells now Turkey that Turkey should not veto Sweden's membership bid into NATO. Remember, Stoltenberg, he's a secretary. He's not the authority figure. People might think, oh, he's the chief, like in this article here, where they call him a chief. NATO Chief urges Turkey not to veto Sweden bid. Agence France Press, today, Sunday, June 4, 2023. Now, this guy urges, he's the chief, no, he's a secretary, and urges Turkey not to veto. He has no power, actually, this guy. How do I know that? He has a power as a secretary, to the extent of secretary has power. That convinced me very much and was very, very revealing when the real boss, which was the President of the United States of America, I was about to say Putin, Trump, showed up, if you remember, I think in Brussels, and had a little conversation with the wizards in front of him. Stoltenberg was in front of him, 3 over there and 3 over here. They had a little breakfast, if you remember, and the camera was right here with the sound. And it's still available, that meeting. You can watch it, you can listen, and you're going to realize Stoltenberg's power. Zero. Nothing. This guy, the President of the United States of America, takes Stoltenberg to task, wipes the floor with Stoltenberg, and Stoltenberg cannot say shit. He tries to, but this guy is just saying, hey, I'm in charge here, not you. And the guy doesn't dare to say anything after that. For me, that was okay. There was the 99% to 1. There was for me, from 99 convinced to 100%. That was just 1% that I said, for me, that did it. So now this guy, supposedly, he tells Turkey, and hey, this is just the first article. I have another article with a bigger, more arrogant demand by Stoltenberg directed towards the Turks. It's unbelievable. Again, he's a secretary. He just organizes things. He doesn't make decisions. Decisions are made far away, as Jesus Christ told Pilate. You have nothing. Your power comes from far beyond. Anyway, so let's go back here. When Pilate told him that I have your life in my hand, why don't you talk to me? He said, you have no power. Your power comes from far away, not from you. You don't have, referring to Rome. So let's go here. No, NATO Chief urges Turkey not to veto. All right, let's see what this weasel is saying. NATO Chief, they call him Chief, Secretary, all right? Jens Stoltenberg on Sunday called on Ankara to drop its opposition to Sweden's bid to join the US-led defense alliance. I'm glad they mentioned US-led, that's a fact, hoping Stockholm's accession would be finalized as soon as possible. Now let's go to the other article, which is even more a weasel article from the Telegraph. NATO Secretary, thank you very much, General Marshall, says Sweden, so this guy says Sweden has fulfilled obligations to members, right? So in this guy's assessment, he assesses that this country, only this country, should not veto Sweden's bid because, in his assessment, Sweden has fulfilled the obligations. I didn't know you have any say in this, Stoltenberg. I thought this was the sole, that is the single decision of this guy and his country. They have a process. You have nothing to say. What do you mean has fulfilled? How do you know that? He and these guys are the only ones who know when they fulfill, not you. Jens Stoltenberg, NATO Secretary General, thank you very much, called on Ankara to drop its opposition to Sweden's bid to join the defense alliance, hoping Stockholm's accession would be finalized as soon as possible. Again, the same thing as this Weasel article. Let's go back here. Pressure is building on President Erdogan. Pressure by whom? Romania is a NATO state. Hungary is a NATO state. Have you heard these two countries putting pressure on Erdogan? Or maybe, I don't know, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Bulgaria. Have you heard any of these countries building pressure on Erdogan? Or it's only the United States of America that puts pressure, actually. So, pressure is building. By whom? Anyway, on President Erdogan to give Sweden's NATO membership his blessing ahead of a summit planned for July in Vilnius, Lithuania. And I'm quoting, membership will make Sweden safer, but also make NATO and Turkey stronger. Yeah, to a certain extent, Stoltenberg told journalists in Istanbul on Sunday after meeting with Mr. Erdogan and his newly appointed foreign minister Hakan Fidan, who was previously head of the intelligence agency. Guys, you're screwed right here. This guy right now is the foreign minister and he was the head of intelligence agency. So he must know shit on you. He has a lot of dirt on you. I look forward to finalizing Sweden's accession as soon as possible, he said. On Sunday, Mr. Stoltenberg attended the inauguration of Mr. Erdogan, to kiss his ass, obviously, who was re-elected to serve because they're not happy with Erdogan whatsoever, but they have to play along because they can't get rid of him until death comes and takes Erdogan. And that can come in various ways, if you know what I mean. Who was re-elected to serve another 5 years in a lavish ceremony joined by dozens of world leaders in the capital, Ankara. NATO member Turkey has dragged its feet. No, it says no, Sweden, you're not my friend. Your legislation and whatever you do with Kurds and all those organizations, you are not my friend. It's not dragging my feet. What do you want me to do? Accept a rapist in my house? Or, I don't know, child molester, a pedophile at my child's birthday? Just because, why? That would benefit the community? No. No. Anyway, NATO member Turkey has dragged its feet over admitting Sweden to the military alliance. Hungary and Turkey are the only two NATO countries yet to ratify Sweden's membership. Sweden and Finland dropped decades of military non-alignment and applied to join the blah 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 blue blue blue. Mr. Erdogan has accused Sweden of being a haven for terrorists, especially members of the Kurdistan Workers' Party PKK, a group blacklisted by Turkey and its Western allies. Sweden has taken significant concrete steps to meet Turkey's concerns. Well, okay, in your opinion, Mr. Stoltenberg said, and I'm quoting again, this includes amending the Swedish constitution, ending arms embargo, stepping up counter-terrorism operation, including against the PKK, he said. Sweden has fulfilled its obligations, according to you. But still, it has to satisfy Turkey's assessment, not yours, mofo. Oh my God. So anyway, this is what the secretary comes and tells Turkey, and Turkey knows exactly who they need to talk to, and that's the United States of America. Nobody else has power over or could have little influence over Turkey. Turkey is looking above everybody, like, here is Turkey, NATO, and across the table far away is the big boss. Turkey is like doing like this with his head, looking far away at the end of the table and say, that's what they do. And the race is like, that's what they do. And Erdogan is like, you remember 2016? I'll get you. Do you think they don't know who's who, what's what? And Stoltenberg is like, suck, suck, suck. That's what Stoltenberg is, in between Papa, and he's a Secretary General. Sweden fulfilled. It's not for you to decide. Move over, weasel. That's exactly how it is. It should be. And Erdogan plays like that because he knows. Erdogan has balls, intelligence. Erdogan has interest. He's a very cunning, sneaky mofo. He's intelligent and strong and with balls. Now that's a leader. Bad or good, however, he's got his little defects, like we all do, more or less, but still, like Orban, like to a certain extent, Vucic, yes, but Vucic to me is in between right now because of some statements that he made after he came from a meeting with Kosovo and Brussels, and he came to Serbia and said, guys, these guys are gonna isolate us if we don't do this for the Albanians in Kosovo. We're gonna be isolated economically. They're gonna pull out all the investments. We're gonna be dead. And then they started fighting in the parliament. And then he said, "My bad, I take that back." He got his words back where they came from. That for me it was like, wait a minute, Vucic, what are you talking about? You tested he tested the water. Is it warm? Is it cold? Damn, it's hot. Oh, no, I didn't try it. I'm not going to go in there. I didn't even want to go in there. Keep some eyes on you, Vucic. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As I said, stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Losing my mind.